select the card, write your name on the face of it.
Bradley Wesley.
We're going to lose that into the pack. Now, obviously that's not your card, but do me a favor, just hold your hand, just pinch that. Okay? Hey guys, thanks for purchasing Exploit. Exploit is my take on the card switching face up in the spectator's hand. You guys saw the performance video, and this is the instructions. What you're going to need for this trick is you're going to have to make one of these two gimmicks. They look exactly the same. They're just hinge cards with a double backer. So when flattened out, it looks just like a normal card. I have two different versions that I'll show you, but what you'll need is definitely a double backer and a normal deck of cards. As well, you need some kind of just single-sided tape, either the transparent kind or the magic tape. I prefer the magic tape, it has more of a matte finish, and you're going to need scissors. For the performance, you can use a Sharpie, you don't have to. So, the difference between these two pieces is this one uses one stick of tape to hinge from the inside. This one is reinforced inside and out. My preference is just the once enforced from the inside, because this one gives you kind of a shine if you're in the wrong lighting, and it also just kind of distorts the color ever so slightly. But either one's fine. This one's stronger, this one looks more how the card should look. So to make the trick, you're going to just pick two cards. You're going to have your double backer and any random card. For the double enforced card, you'd want a picture card. For single enforced card, you could use any card. But just for the sake of showing you both, we're going to use a picture card. So, once again, my preference is the magic tape. You're going to take that, and if you're doing it enforced on the outside, you're going to line up the tape at the bottom edge of the picture card right here, right along the blue. You're going to square up the double backer and roll this tape over. So I'll show you how to cut this in a bit, but what you have is now a hinge card right here. The tape is obviously stopping it from opening, but if you wanted to do the double enforced card, you would just cut here, open up, and tape it as I'm going to show you again now. But to continue without the double reinforce, you would cut the edge of the tape, open it up, and it would sit just like this. And regardless of how you have it, this is the single or the second part of the double reinforced setup. You're going to take the tape it right down like this, lift both cards off the table, making sure they don't shift. So this is what you have, just like that. Now you would roll this one back in. Make sure it's lined up. Cut along the edge. You want to make sure the whole card is squared up. Cut right along the edge, just like this, and then get the little corner right there. Again, if you're double reinforcing it, you can either tape the outside beforehand, and this would be your gimmick. Now, one more thing with the double reinforced card, it likes to spring open a bit versus the single enforced is flat. So depending on how you want to do it, those are your options. Again, if you're doing it with the tape on the outside, making it stronger, just watch your lighting. Brighter light will possibly reflect. So here's the performance of Exploit. You get your gimmick, so it's essentially face down on top. with the opening towards you. If you're afraid of this slight tape edge here, you can have it towards you, the tape side. Have a card selected, then reverse the cards. Normally I just keep the tape towards them, nobody's gonna notice it. So for your performance, just have a random card selected. Again, it could be signed, it doesn't have to be. You're going to do a Marlowe tilt, which is essentially picking up one card, making sure that it's flush, sitting above the flesh of your thumb and your pinky, so that it looks like there's an opening. Keep this side more towards your audience or the front. You don't want to show this side right here, because then people can see that it's lifted. Essentially, you're going to take their card and place it second. Some magicians like to tap a random point in the middle of the deck to make it look like that's where you're going to put it. You don't have to do it, but when you do place this card, instead of placing it flat like this, kind of give it like a downward bend. For some reason it looks like it's going further into the pack. So essentially, take their card back, place it into what they think is the middle. Again, it's going second. And at this point you could flatten up the entire gimmick. Rotate the entire pack. And this is the world's easiest triple lift. What you've got going on is the double backer, the selection, and this card. So essentially their card is sandwiched between your gimmick. All you have to do is just push over the top card. It's going to slide all three cards together. Take that triple set, flip it face up, and I usually tilt the deck back towards me and count off 2 cards with my thumb. At which point I then take my hand, slide over the new opening, and pick up the double. You can also try to just pick it up like this, which I've hit many times, but just to be safe, I lean back, count off 2, and you're here. At this point, you'll have them hold their hand kind of like this, and they're going to pinch the card. Make sure, I usually take my other hand and pinch their hand down too, so that they're not sliding anything. So you have them clamp down, and all you have to do at this point is place your hand on top of the face, and without any cover, this is what you're going to do. You're just going to pull down, and this card is going to be left behind. Now you don't want them to see the queen or whatever card you use as the face card. So what you'll do is, as you come down, you pull down, and you're going to angle your hand, kind of giving it a wrist kill. That's going to hide the face of the card. So once again, from the beginning, your gimmick is towards you, opening towards you. The card is selected. It's placed second from the top using Marlowe tilt. Rotate the pack, triple lift, lean back and count, or just pick up the double. Hold it like this. Have them hold their hand in a clamping fashion. And I usually do it with their finger curled in, because if they do it like this, they're more likely to spread. So here, clamp, down, and wrist kill. So in full speed, if I could get camera guy over here to hold your hand up, stand up. So you're going to clamp, and then all you have to do is pull down, and just like that. At this point, you can ditch this card at any point, place it into your pocket, or while all the tension is away, just go to your side, flip this card over, and it still stays in the pack for a while, but it's fairly examinable at this point. So just at any point, just take that card, palm, put it away, ditch the whole deck and leave that behind, put it in your case, leave it behind. It's a very easy gimmick to ditch. It's only 2 cards thick. So guys, that's Exploit. Thanks again for purchasing. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I did.